How do we acquire and mimic accents neurologically? Imagine hearing a new accent and suddenly feeling the urge to speak like that person. How does your brain make this happen? It all comes down to how our brains process language and sounds. When we learn a language as children, our brains are very flexible, especially in the areas responsible for language. This flexibility is called cerebral dominance, and it makes picking up accents easier for kids. As we grow older, this flexibility decreases, making it harder to change our accent completely. Learning an accent is similar to learning a new skill, like riding a bike or playing an instrument. Your brain needs to listen carefully, understand the sounds, and then move your mouth and vocal cords to produce those sounds. This process involves three main parts of the brain: auditory processing, phonological processing, and motor control. Auditory processing helps you hear the sounds, phonological processing helps you recognize and understand them, and motor control helps you move your mouth correctly. With practice, these movements become automatic, and the accent starts to feel natural. When you try to mimic an accent, your brain goes through stages. First, you listen and recognize the new sounds. Then, you practice repeating them, often making mistakes along the way. Feedback from hearing yourself or getting corrections helps your brain adjust and improve. Repeating these sounds strengthens the neural pathways involved, making it easier to produce the accent smoothly. Sleep also helps because it consolidates what you've learned, turning practice into lasting skills. Mirror neurons play a big role here. These special brain cells activate both when you perform an action and when you see or hear someone else do it. They help you imitate accents by linking what you hear to how you move your mouth. Watching native speakers and listening to recordings activate these neurons, making it easier to copy their pronunciation. Age is a factor too. Children's brains are more adaptable, so they can often learn new accents without any trace of their original one. Adults tend to keep some parts of their native accent because their brain's language networks are less flexible. Still, with focused practice and exposure, adults can improve their ability to mimic accents. In rare cases, brain injury can cause a condition called foreign accent syndrome. This happens when specific brain areas involved in speech are damaged, especially in the frontal lobes. The person then speaks with a different accent, even if they have never learned that language or accent before. This shows how much our brain controls the way we produce accents. If you want to sound like a native speaker, listen closely to how they speak and practice repeating their words. Using recordings helps you compare your pronunciation and make adjustments. Regular practice and feedback from others are key. Over time, your brain will create new habits, making the accent feel more natural. Understanding how your brain works in this process can help you learn new accents more effectively and enjoy the journey of language and culture.